What I want to do is bring your attention to the fact that the head of the Civil Rights Division for the DOJ said these two magic words that are so sweet. It's warriors or males. Okay. Now that leads to the word conspiracy, that leads to the word planning, that leads to the words interstate, coming across the state lines to commit a criminal act. So let's talk about it here by letting me show you, first of all, of Don Lemon. When you listen to him, he's kind of like, thank you for inviting me here. And then he's going to go over and tell us that, oh, she was there for on his show Friday, and he shows up Sunday for this to happen. So there's the planning part being said right now by him.
Thank you guys for allowing me to be here. Thank you guys. How are you? Good to see you. We're on. We're not saying what it is, what's going on, but thank you. Tell us why you're doing this.
So
This is Nakima Levy Armstrong. She's on the show on Friday.
Armstrong, civil rights attorney, longtime activist here in the community.
All right. You heard her say that, or you heard them say that. They were in communication, and they was there for the protest. Now I want to introduce you to the beautiful words from the head of the civil rights from the DOJ. Now this is going to make you smile.
That invaded that church. Take a look.
We will pursue charges in this case. I see various crimes that have occurred. Exactly what they are, I'm not going to flag, but the FACE Act has been mentioned as one of the predicates there. In other cases, the Biden DOJ used the Klan Act conspiracy charges tacked on to the FACE Act in the case of protests outside abortion clinics to bring much longer sentences. So there are a number of tools available to us. Who funded this? What else? What other crimes may have occurred? Was there a use of the wires or the mails in preparing for this event? Did anyone cross state lines to do this? All of those are potential predicates for additional federal charges.
All right. So she started with the FACE Act as saying that's the first charge. Then it's going to be the KK charge on top of that. But then these other ones about this wires or mails is very interesting, because what's going to happen there, I went to Grok and I went and asked him, what happens if there's evidence that ties this to bringing people from other states by wires and mails, specifically as a civil rights violation scheme between the protesters and Don Lemon? And you've seen in the introduction, thank you for inviting me. Okay. Now, Grok here gives this reply right off the bat. That could significantly escalate the legal consequences. This would frame the incident as premeditated interstate conspiracy. So now we have a legal conspiracy here. Now, to strengthen the case here, it means that if the discovery through DOJ's investigation through example, phone records or emails or the videos that they can gather up of all the people there and investigate what's going on, make sure his video that he had with her on Friday, so all that can come in there for them to think about, to show that it was a plan to come to Minnesota to witness them going into a church. So let me see here. I wanted to go up here a little bit, because this here that's talked about, this here is 241, the KKK Act that you heard about. So let's take a look at that right off the bat. This here is the charge of the KKK Act, where two or more people, protesters in Lemon, conspired conspiracy, intimidate others exercising their constitutional rights, freedom religious under the First Amendment, if evidence shows communication coordinating Lemon interstate travel to join or lead the disruption. This becomes a slam dunk federal conspiracy. So when she talked about the FACE Act, now I'm going to show you the FACE Act, that's 1 year, okay, for first offense. This is how she's saying that the J6ers or the abortion clinic people got extra years, that they could have added up to 10 years. And she's going to use this, okay? Now, these words aren't important because they're not likely involved here as a death penalty, or causing a death. But now there are fines up to $250,000 that could be charged against Lemon and what is her name, Nakima. So the thing here is this is what she was talking about being added on top of the FACE Act. So let me zoom down here to get to the FACE Act. This is the FACE Act. In the FACE Act, interfering with access to religious worship through force, threats, or obstruction. So we're going to see this as obstruction. Already under DOJ for this protest, this is what is being investigated, started the investigation. In coordination wires and mails could enhance it to a conspiracy charge. This starts off with the 1 year, and in here I see that there could be fines up to $250,000 for each of the violations. Per violation, $25,000 each. Now, we don't have Don Lemon's full video, but we can go through and we're going to grab it because you can't throw away evidence. That's a bigger charge. So the thing here is for each charge that he's going to go around and try to communicate with people, stick his mic in there, stop them from doing this obstruction of them having their constitutional rights violated. Each one of them could be add $25,000 up to the $250,000. Now, I like that idiot that's going around, that white guy that's a liberal. Boy, the guy got no brains. Anyways, he is definitely going to be here and going to get this. There's going to be a few $25,000 fines thrown at him. Now, the thing here is you got to understand, Don Lemon is from Florida. So Florida is where it started at for this conspiracy to violate civil rights. So the thing here is I believe the case is going to be charged in Florida first. Now, we're going to have Robert and Viva get involved and find out whether that charge is what I'm saying is true, but I feel that that's what's happened. I've listened to the guys a lot, so I'm kind of understanding that where the action starts from is where you can present take it to court. Now, this woman here, this Nakima, now here is 18 U.S. Law 371. Broader conspiracy to commit any federal offense, example, combined with what's above, if wires and mails show planning to bring people across state lines for the violation. She could get up to another 5 years for that planning that she planned. Yes, she's the one that told him she was going to do this. She had it planned in her mind. That's why he come there. So I see her getting another up to 5 years for that, plus the first year here, plus what she said about adding the KKK violation of up to 10 years. And just for this charge, up to another $250,000, and she's going to lose her license, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm going to tell you about the t-shirts, the Christian t-shirts above. I've got about 24 of them, and I got them in English and Spanish, and you can find them at jesusprophecy.com, and that is spelled with an S. Enjoy your day like I'm enjoying my day.